I don't know who you gonna go with over there, Ron.
I'm about to go with Vic.
You know what? I'm gonna cut you off.
I know what
You're
you're
not
gonna
even a
say.
Redskins fan.
I know what you're gonna say, but just looking at Andy Reid, they know what they're doing on offense. The Redskins, the Shanahans, they have no idea what they're doing on offense. That's point blank.
You know what? He's a Skins fan. He goes against you guys. You know what? I mean, I'm gonna go with the Skins because you know what? I need the Eagles to lose a division game, so everybody can even a little bit. But I'm gonna go with the Skins. Me personally, I got them booing McNabb. I ain't got him cheer for him. I ain't got him booing.
I think he'll come out to a mixed reaction. In all honesty, I think he'll have a mixed reaction.
I think it'd be more cheers than boos.
I think they're gonna boo. Hey man, if you can boo Santa Claus, ain't no reason why you ain't gonna boo McNabb. So, but that's our place your bet. But we about to hop into a commercial break. When we get back, we're gonna continue that discussion about them Skins and their loss to the Rams. We're gonna talk about that when we get back. Go ahead and kick me, Wally. I don't really care, man. We got lost. But we about to hop into that commercial break.
This is NIH Health Matters. I'm Joe Belinfy. September is National Childhood Obesity Awareness Month, and health experts are emphasizing the importance of reducing childhood obesity. Karen Donato at the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute highlights a program called We Can.
We Can stands for Ways to Enhance Children's Activity and Nutrition. It's a national education program from NIH. And its main focus is on helping parents and families maintain a healthy weight.
Research shows that parents and caregivers are the primary influence on children 18 to 13 years old. For more about We Can, including tips to eat right, get active, and reduce screen time, visit the website wecan.nhlbi.nih.gov. Health Matters is produced by the National Institutes of Health, part of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back to the Urban Sports Scene, man. I wish I could hear what we talk about during the breaks, man.
X-rated too.
Junior over there, boy. Woo!
Going on.
He's still walking around. You gotta beat the champ to be the champ. So.
I am the champ.
We talk about that later on, son. That's right. That's right. You lucky we ain't got the cameras in here. You got your Stuart Scott glasses on today, but nah, we gonna stick with that Redskin news though. Man, the Redskins lost to the Rams. I don't even know where he can go. Steven Jackson he got a touchdown, but he ain't performed enough for Will to win. But losing to the Rams though, man. I mean, most people probably should have seen this coming because they've kind of struggled with the Rams in the last couple of years. I mean, you Redskin fans, I mean, what y'all even want to say about this one?
I mean, I think it was a poorly coached game. Obviously, we made mistakes in the game. That's obvious. But in the beginning, we started off real bad. But in terms of the totality of the game, it was a poorly coached game. And for D'Angelo Hall to say, he wants to lock down the number one wide receiver on the opposition, all I gotta say is Mark Clayton. Highlight him, please.
And the dude from Hard Knock, what's his name, little Danny? I mean, even he cooked D'Angelo a couple of
yeah.
He was he's practice squad.
What was obvious is going down 14-0. That's what's obvious. That's what the Redskins got into the hole. Like you said, Wally, it was poorly coached and poorly executed on the players' part. The Redskins, I think, they're a mess. Offensively, they don't know who they want to run the ball. Defensively, they don't know if they're a 3-4 team or if they're a 4-3 team. It's just a mess. It kind of reminds me of the Jim Zorn era.
Except they have Shanahan now.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Shanahan, I mean, with his coaching, I mean, he sit Portis and bench Dockery. So, I mean, what's up with that?
I just think it's funny. I was saying this earlier before the show even started, that we have a practice squad running back who he decided not to keep at the end of preseason. He decided not to keep, and now he's competing for carries with your starting running back Clinton Portis, who had 7 carries for 44 yards before he decided to put Ryan Terrain in. Like I agree with Will. I as a Redskin fan, I just do. This guy Shanahan has created more controversy or more drama to me than Jim Zorn.
Well, to add a little bit on what you was talking about Portis with, because I got into an argument with a guy at the barbershop. I mean, I'm not even a Redskin fan, but I was defending Portis. He was getting on Portis about, apparently everybody's been getting on Portis about not taking enough more. They want him to take on more hits because he's sliding and stuff like that. And I told him, I mean, Portis, even though he's only 29 years old, he has a lot of miles on him for an NFL running back. And at the same time, it's like, why would you want him taking on those extra hits?
And to be real, man, in this area, there's just a bunch of Clinton Portis haters out there. I mean, this guy has sacrificed his body in terms of the bone-crushing blocks that we all have seen. So, especially even weak, I mean, against the Texans, we saw him run from the other side of the field all the way down the sideline and block somebody for Davis. So, I mean, for people to come out their mouths and say Clinton Portis is soft because he slid, come on now. There was like 5 Rams and no Redskins around there. So, what have he got stripped and fumbled? What would they have said?
What do you think about that over there, Ron?
But I have to agree with Fish and Wally's decision. Portis is.
You don't agree with me?
Do you want Tom Brady?
No,
All right. Portis has been he's one of the most physical backs in the league. Him, Marion Barber, Stokes, and Frank Gore. But you think about when he came over the Redskins with Joe Gibbs came, he changed his whole style of running. He had weight, and he still was running 1,200, 1,300. I think he even had a 1,500 yard season one time. So him sliding, you know, I really don't get it. Just because he slid one time, you call him soft. But he's the most physical. He's still the best player on offense.
Yeah.
I mean, you want him for the season, not for one game. That's how I always view it. I mean, you need this guy because to me, Keelan Williams. I mean, if he was really talented, he'd have got drafted. But the 4-3 defense, 3-4 defense. I mean, should they go back to what they had successful in 4-3, or should they stick with this 3-4
They
thing?
need to. We don't have the personnel, or we're not playing the right personnel to make this defense really work. So I'll just say this: they should go back to a 4-3 and mix up the 3-4 if they want to, because this defensive set is just not working.
When's Chris Wilson gonna get on the field?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That was my question.
Uh-huh.
Well, everybody was ranting and raving about him in the preseason. Chris Wilson is this, Chris Wilson is that. He'll be an excellent outside linebacker in a 3-4. But the guy has even barely got onto the field this year.
Go ahead,
I'm sorry. That's my problem with the coaches, that they're not putting their best personnel in the right positions to perform. Hainsworth is not a D tackle. He's a right end in a 3-4 set.
Yeah.
Move Carter back to end on 2nd and long and 3rd downs. Move him back to end. Let Carrick play 1st down. And like I said, Hall, he needs to play zone. Let Rodgers play man. You can split the field that way. Chris Wilson needs to be on the outside linebacker. The only player who's having a great year is Fletcher and McIntosh.
Landry.
And actually, McIntosh
To be honest with you,
is outplaying Landry.
I would even say the only player that's really having the great adjustment to the 3-4 is a rack pro, because Fletcher, he's giving you that, you know, what Fletcher gives you. He's not. I wouldn't say he's giving you that extra in that 3-4. And as far as McIntosh, I mean, he's made a good adjustment. But I mean, me personally, I'm always going to think he's going to strive even more into a 4-3 because it fits his best physical assets.
In terms of Chris Wilson, it just shows, like I said, how this regime just operates. You know, they're okay to bench people who, you know, or play other people who might not be that effective. But when you have an individual like Andre Carter who's out of position, he's not being effective, and Chris Wilson balled in the preseason. You know, all he did was make plays, and he's not seeing the field. It's just ridiculous.
I mean, and the thing about it is, Andre Carter's been down this road before in this 3-4, and that's how the Redskins even got him. I mean, that would show you that one thing right there with San Francisco.
But they told Carter that, hey, it's not the same defense that you played in San Fran. But the first 3 games, the last game of preseason, he's playing that same style. He's not rushing every down. He's falling back. Why is Alexander playing outside linebacker? Put him at the end. Or cut him, and put Chris Wilson out there, somebody who can make plays. He made plays at DN, he made plays at linebacker. He played linebacker in college, so he knows how to play the 3-4. Put the players out there to play.
We about to suit you up, Ron. Don't worry about it. I'm about to get on the field, man. I'm going to play center. I heard them comments a couple episodes ago. You're going to be blocking. Well, hey, man, we're going to get out there. Raleigh, you know your position tight end. Cooley, watch out. But McNabb, he's heading back up to Philly this week. Cheesesteaks, Broad Street. McNabb's coming back. I mean, we talked about that earlier and placed your bet. I mean, McNabb, he's going back to Philly. I mean, what you think? Will, you the Eagles fan? You was picking Vic and all this. I mean, what about McNabb?
35-21 Eagles over the Redskins.
Man, they can put up 21 points?
I think the Redskins will put up. I think one will make a stupid mistake, and the Redskins will capitalize on that. So that's 7 points right there. And then I also think that the Eagles, we do have our vulnerabilities. Specifically in the running game. So if Shanahan is dedicated to running the ball, the Eagles have shown against the Detroit Lions that you can run the ball against us. So that's why I'm saying Clinton Portis might get 2 touchdowns. Y'all will score 1, defensive touchdown. That'll be at 21 points. But the Eagles, Vic, I almost said McNabb.
You love your McNabb, you know it.
I mean, I was used to saying it for 11 years. Vic, he'll throw like 3 touchdown passes. Probably 2 of them would be to Deshaun Jackson deep. He'll burn Deshaun Jackson to burn any quarterback who lines up against him. So 35-21, Eagles over the Reds.
Yeah, Black Jaworski. Yeah.
Lord. I'll say this in terms of McNabb. Obviously, this is going to be an emotional game for him. It's going to be hard, but I think with the boos, will make a lot.